Yo, what's up, guys? This is one of the hardest SAT grammar questions. In my opinion, it's the trickiest and the least intuitive. So if you're taking the SAT, you need to know how to do this. So go ahead, pause for a second, try and answer it. All right, let's go through all the answer options. So during the English neoclassical period, many writers imitated the epic poetry and satires of ancient Greece and Rome. They were not the first in England to adopt the literary modes of classic blank. Some of the most prominent figures of the early Renaissance period were also influenced by ancient Greek and Roman literature. So first off, letter A is just completely wrong. Uh, you create a comma splice. If you're using a transition, you need commas around both when you're connecting two independent clauses, I think. Letter B, shit, okay. Letter B, it's also not the best because, preferably you want to split it up better. It's kind of awkward. It's used in a more casual setting, and this is obviously more formal writing. So now, most of you guys probably were down to C and D. And I'm going to take a guess and say most of you guys said D, right? You guys are all wrong. D is wrong. C is the right answer. And you're like, what? D is the most intuitive, semicolon, then transition. I'm going to explain why. So, however, means we have contrasting ideas, right? So here, this is a yellow sentence. This is a pink sentence. This is a green sentence, right? In this passage, the yellow and pink ones are contrasting, right? The yellow sentence and the pink sentence contrast each other, right? Right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and break this down. So option D, where we have the semicolon, then the transition word, then the comma. This is the same as putting the transition word at the start of the third sentence, right? And since the pink and yellow sentences are contrasting, that's wrong because this means we're contrasting the pink and green sentences, and that's wrong. That's bad, at least in this context. And this sentence, right, where we have the comma, then the transition, then the semicolon. That's the same as moving it to the front of the sentence, right? And since we're contrasting the yellow sentence and the pink sentence, that's correct because we have this transition word right here, right? So here's how I remember it. So if you have the comma plus transition plus the semicolon, it's sentence one plus the transition plus sentence two plus sentence three, right? But if it's semicolon, then transition, then comma, then sentence one plus sentence two, then the transition, then sentence three. So it is case by case. Not every single time is going to be comma, transition, semicolon. But if you are completely clueless, I heard this somewhere. Don't sue me if I'm wrong. I heard that the comma plus transition plus the semicolon is the correct choice 87.5% of the time. Don't know where that number came from, but yeah. So if you learned something, drop a little heart, share it to your friend who's a bum, and peace out.